Hello, everyone, and welcome to PAPAtv Live. My name is John Repligo, and we are here just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to bring you some more exciting pinball action. I am joined with my friends in the booth, Fred Cochran to my left.
Good afternoon, John. Good evening.
Hello, Fred. And I'm joined by also Doug Polka.
Hey, Papa John.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much.
I have some exciting things to start the show off with, which is not really our normal format, because usually I don't start by doing anything exciting at all in life. But we have an announcement of a new event that's taking place at Replay FX this year, and it is the Women's International Pinball Tournament, WIPT, because I love doing acronyms. And joining us to talk about this tournament is Kate Martin, live from New York. I've always wanted to say
that. Brooklyn, New York.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's good to have you, and welcome to PAPAtv Live.
My first time. I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous.
It's just John talking. It's not a big deal.
And trust me, I stutter over myself more than anybody else on the show, and they let me know about it every night. So it's all good. So
I look forward to it.
You have this tournament, and you are the creator of this tournament. So what is this tournament?
It's the Women's International Pinball Tournament. It's, as far as I know, the largest women's tournament so far to take place. 64 women, a match play style, Pinburg style tournament. I just really wanted a big tournament for women, and I just kind of made it happen with the help of Elizabeth and Doug and Bowen. And yeah, it should have a over $5,000 prize pool, and I think that's the largest payout in a women's tournament so far. That is
awesome.
Yeah.
So is this something that you are hoping to do multiple years, or is it going to be a one-year tournament, or are you hoping to do this for from here on out, so to speak?
I would like to do it every year. I think that this is something that can grow. I feel like we will definitely expand upon 64 women.
Okay.
And it would be nice to grow it every year, I think.
So you were saying this is a match play tournament. So in a match play tournament, is it going to be similar to what we'd experience in, say, the Pinburg tournament, or is it going to be something where it's more of a heads-up style match play? Tell me a little more about that.
It's very similar to Pinburg. Except it's going to be 3 game banks instead of 4. But it will be like groups of 4 against each other, kind of seeding throughout the day. And yeah, I mean, I just want it to be mini Pinburg for women. I want it to, Pinburg's the best tournament in the world, and why should we not feed off of that format and do our own thing?
That's great. So I also heard that there was a last-minute change that you just were notified about to a change to the prize pool. Is that correct?
Yeah. About 2 minutes ago, Keith Elwin informed me that he's going to donate his personal Iron Maiden to the prize pool, which I believe will affect how far down in the seating or the placement, I guess, we pay out and what the payouts will be. And I think the updates will be probably soon to come on the Whipped website on the Whipped page on the the Replay FX website.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We're getting that there's going to be a free pinball machine given away for, I assume, for the first place prize. Right, Doug? I mean,
we will.
For last place would be kind of awesome, but
finish the worst and get a pinball machine.
You want to talk about sandbagging problems?
That could create some. That would do it. Well, this is awesome. So I'm really excited to see how this event turns out, and thank you so much for joining us, Kate. It's great to have you on PAPAtv Live. Can I convince you sometime to come into Pittsburgh and do a live show? Get on the PAPAtv Live.
Live.
I'm a diehard Steelers fan, so I will absolutely come to Pittsburgh and hang out at Papa. Like, no problem with that.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. This is great news. If you want information about this tournament, you can get some information, except for the current prize pool, which will be updated within the next, as soon as we know what the new prize pool will be. You can see that on the replayfx.org webpage, and look for the Women's International Pinball Tournament.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
I'm also gonna. Oh, sorry. I was gonna shamelessly plug that if you're in the New York City area on June 10th, it's a Sunday at 2 p.m. at Jack Bar. We're having a fundraiser tournament to help boost, because we're not at our total goal yet for what we need. So if you're there, it's going to be a 50-50 buy-in. Half will go to the tournament that day prize pool, and the other half will go to funding some more of the whipped prize pool.
Okay. Is there actually a website or someplace online that can get more information about that?
There's an event that I've shared. I can try to put it onto one of the many posts about this tournament. But it is an IFPA sanctioned.
If you want, go ahead and send it to me, and I'll make sure we post it to both the Replay FX and the Papa pages as well, because that'll get the word out.
Awesome.
Yeah, will do.
Well, with that in mind, let's move on to our first game of the evening, which is Lost in Space. Fred, I understand that you have the key that starts the ignition.
I do.
The key to the game, so to speak.
The keys to the game. So Lost in Space is first one is Do the Robot, spelling robot lights, robot multi-ball, and the robot shot. Shots lit, or shoot lit shots, and to start multi-ball that spell warning. Warning letters carry over between balls and between players. Scramble all fighters is the second key, sending balls through the top rollovers or through the spinner when the super bops are lit. Super bops, of course. Advance towards fighter multi-ball and advances the value of the pop bumpers. Advance all the pop bumper values once to start fighter multi-ball. Shoot the orbits or spinner to collect fighter jackpots. And finally, high-speed multi-ball, hit the green, then the yellow, then the red 3 times to complete each condition. Red multi-ball or wait till ball 3. Shoot the ramp for repeatable 5 million point jackpots when completing all 3 target banks, adding 10 million to the jackpot. And there's also a PS. This is for the commentary, so we're gonna pass that on during gameplay. I'm gonna let people hang on to this one. Some strategery.
You're keeping your own secrets.
I'm keeping my own secrets because I'm not playing Lost in Space. Because
Chris is.
Yeah, because I'm not. so Chris can fire that up, and we can get started with some Danger Will Robinson.
All right.
Danger Will Robinson.
Not to get sidetracked, but free Iron Maiden pinball machine. That's insane.
That is an awesome donation.
That is fantastic.
And I mean, the prize pool itself before that was pretty awesome, and now it's going to be
that basically
double.
Puts it over $10,000 because a new pro machine is $5,000.
What? Yeah, over 5,000, correct? I mean,
yeah, that's.
And I like money too. You know, don't get me wrong. I'll take money, but Iron Maiden pinball machine, yeah,
it's a wonderful pin.
Yeah. So thank you for Kaite for joining us. Very informative to find out about the tournament.
That's $1, Fred.
Oh my God! I did say it. It's Kate.
Kate.
Oh my God! I just got stabbed in the neck through the internet. But thanks to Kate for coming on. Definitely super excited to have something else join the Replay FX show, which is already pretty massive. So now it's even bigger. So thanks to everybody.
That's the goal.
Involved. Thanks to everybody involved.
Make it bigger.
Super excited.
So what we have here is a Sega classic. Lost in Space.
Really, it's a classic?
Oh, it's a classic.
I mean,
see,
I don't know. I'm not willing to qualify this as a classic yet. I'm sorry,
so
Doug.
we've had a lot of requests from people because we've been showing games that people have seen numerous times on stream. So we had a couple people tell us, hey, we want some new stuff. We want stuff that you guys haven't done before, and we have over 500 games in the Papa collection, so let's show some different things. So this week is Lost in Space.
And 2001.
So Chris just started the robot multi-ball here, and he got that by once again spelling the robot lights, and then he shot the O where the robot multi-ball start is lit, and it looks like a 4-ball multi-ball.
And you cannot backhand that O shot. I've tried it repeatedly beforehand.
Why not?
It's just the post sticks up too far on the right-hand side of that shot. If you can make it on a backhand, then obviously I just stink. But I tried it repeatedly, and I couldn't do it. So forehand shot is the way to go. It does look backhandable like the Spider-Man, the Doc Ock shot, but the post sticks out too far.
That's sort of annoying.
Yeah, well, you know, not everybody's a professional like you, John.
Hey, Fred, I backhanded a really interesting shot during last night's tournament.
I was standing about 10 feet away from you when you did it.
Did you watch?
You backhanded the spinner on Frontier.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, you crushed it.
Uh-oh.
I still went further than you, though.
So Chris has spelled out robot, so he started his multi-ball, and that shot that was flashing there, is that like a super jackpot or something? What is that?
What, the O?
The O.
Yeah, it's a super jackpot. And I think the value on that is $20 million. I can't.
$20 million.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I can't remember because once again I'm not. See, Chris is gonna try to prove me wrong by backhanding that shot.
I already did. You weren't paying attention.
Well, I have ADD, so back off.
Just got to do it again.
So it looks like spelling the robot letters is different this time through, though. It looks like you're not able to just go ahead and hit all the shots. Now you have to hit them in order. Is that correct?
Sequential order. That's correct. Yeah. So he's gonna start with the R, maybe. You bricked that one. There we go. So there's
Wrong game.
Oh.
yes. So now he's gonna go for the O shot, which is a little bit easier.
Oh.
I found that the second O shot is the most difficult, forehand or backhand.
It definitely is. It's tricky.
It seems easy, but
It looks. I mean, it looks like it should be easy, but sometimes shots have a tendency to have their own mind where they're going to be easy. Look at all the active nudging he's doing. He's keeping this ball in play just from active nudging.
that spinning disc in the middle looks like a disc sander that just gonna wear down the playfield, the ball, and just ruin everything. That's what it looks like to me.
Spinning discs, when they're new, tend to spread a lot of debris throughout the playfield. So
Debris, I like it.
as somebody who's cleaned a few games before,
So before this game got was gone over after replay last year, there was a note that there was a little man laying on the playfield.
one of the best out of order signs ever.
Yeah.
There was a little man. What was that in reference to?
Man laying on the playfield. It was one of the characters, I think, from the game or something from the game.
So
was it Will Robinson?
It might have been.
The ship you see on the right-hand side of the playfield there that looks kind of like a shark, there was a little figure in there, and at some point, I guess the ball had jumped up and struck the figure, and there was this poor little man just laying in the middle of the playfield, and someone put a "It's out of order" little man on the playfield sign on it.
You know what that reminds me of, too? When you're a kid
tremendous.
in the playground, you have that thing that goes around in circles, you spin super fast until you get sick. That little man was riding that. That's what he was doing. So, but no, there's a little dome on that right side, too, and then when I came in today to set the game up, half of that little plastic dome had broken off and was sitting in the trough. So we fixed it.
This is
High-tech stuff, man.
This is a game that when we got it was not in good shape. It actually came to us in pieces, and when I say in pieces, it was in pieces. There were
Several pieces.
boards and displays and stuff just basically laying in the cabinet separate, and Dan Hall took this under as a project, and he did a great job getting this back to a playable state to where it can torture people again.
I'm actually going to correct you on that. I made Dan Hall fix this game because it was just sat there, and he mentioned it one day, and I said, "Dan, that's yours. Fix it." And it took a week, but he got it up and running, and it's fantastic.
All right, so up next is Pete Hendricks, the West Virginia straight champion. Gosh.
So we have a question in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe Tervino from Toronto. How many pins is Gary Oldman in? He names Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Stern Batman, and Lost in Space. Are there any others?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Trying to think of what
I didn't even
movies
know he was in this movie because I've never seen this movie.
Yeah,
You've never seen this movie?
I have not.
Well, you're not missing
I
much.
have not.
It's horrible. I mean, and I love space operas, but this is really just not, in my mind, a good one.
So just for anybody who's checking out the little stripe on the bottom that says Jake Kolajczyk can't, you can't hear taiko drums in space. Jake is our local taiko drummer, along with his partner. I'm escaping Aaron. My God, I'm terrible here. And they both play taiko drums, and that's what that reference is from. In case anybody doesn't know, Jake.
Actually, interestingly enough, Jake and I recently went in together on a project in the Pittsburgh area, and actually we have some exciting news to announce that we're available and announced tonight. There's going to be a new place to play pinball in Pittsburgh, and it'll be. We got our occupancy permit today. We're actually super excited about that, and
well, tell us about the space, John.
The space is an old bowling alley that we've reconverted just to hold pinball machines. So there'll be lots of new pinball machines that are going to be ready for league play and hopefully for some tournaments, maybe prior to Replay FX this year.
There are multiple rooms in this place. So I've been over there. There is one main room that's probably, I don't know, about 5,000 or 6,000 square feet.
Maybe not that big.
Maybe not that big, but it's pretty sizable. You could fit 100 machines in there probably, right?
Yeah, probably about that.
And then there's another room that used to be a dance studio and/or a dojo, and that's another 5,000 or 6,000 square feet. And then there are a couple like side satellite rooms as John drops his mic and makes lots of noise. There's plenty of room for pinball machines, which is pretty exciting. So we're excited as league members to be able to go there, and I'm sure that with the loss of the clubhouse earlier this year, this will be hopefully our home for years to come.
So the real question is, how many pins has Gary Oldman been on?
I don't know how many pins. Thanks for bringing us back on topic.
Let me bring you back to the game.
I mean,
there he is.
So, Doug, if you want to know why we didn't answer that,
because we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
The easiest way when you don't know the answer to something is to BS about something.
Change the subject.
Different.
Yeah, change the subject. Absolutely.
Divert to something else.
So maybe our chat room can tell us how many pins Gary Oldman has been in.
I think Joe may have nailed it. I think there's just those three.
Just those three?
Just those three, right? What else is there to do on this game besides multi-ball?
I don't know. Watch the disc spin and get hypnotized.
Watch the disc spin,
and get hypnotized.
I mean, Pete's last ball, when Pete was up, he made the shot and spit it out, and it went right down the middle, and he had no chance at it.
Correct.
So it was just death by disc.
Is it me?
What's happening here?
Oh,
somebody's playing out of order. Somebody's getting disqualified.
Somebody's DQ'd.
So the game is screwed up right now. It says press the launch button.
Come on, Pete. Pete, press the launch button.
Press the launch button.
Pete.
Okay. Now
that didn't work.
Now shoot a shot.
Remember what I was saying about this game's in great working condition?
Well, you should have never said that. Everybody on the planet knows you should never do that. Well, this game is now over.
I understand that this is a really rare pinball machine, and you're not going to see too many copies of it. I believe the production numbers are somewhere around 600 machines, but I could be mistaken on that number.
I think we need to restart the game here. As much as it pains me to say, we want to know who wins. We want to know who loses, and we want to make fun of all of them.
I want to shoot this mystery shot and see what I get.
You're going to get nothing.
So IPDB
well, it'll be a mystery.
IPDB has this listed at 600 units created. So
oh, my goodness. My memory isn't as bad as people think it is.
No. This was designed by John Borg, who is still designing pins to this day for Stern Pinball.
Yeah, restart the game here, Pete. Yeah, restart the game here so we can get it. I've seen this fish before.
So what happens if you have a complete reboot of your computer while you're in space?
I don't. That doesn't even make any sense. What are you talking about? Stop it. Just
I mean, if it's HAL 9000, you live.
If it's HAL 9000. I mean, apparently you get lost in space.
Boo.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a boo.
Boo.
So, Pete Hendricks was up there. He didn't get the memo about the yellow shirts. Everybody else did, except him and Evan. But
these are special yellow shirts. You can only wear them if you've won an Iron Maiden launch party.
I don't believe that's the case at all, actually. I believe I own one of those.
But you're not wearing it.
There was only one Iron Maiden party, too.
I've been defeated.
I sort of won an Iron Maiden launch party. Right, Pete? Okay. So there's been lots of Iron Maiden launch parties. You want to know the Iron Maiden party I want to win? I want to win it that one for a free pinball machine.
Well, you're not eligible, John.
I understand that, but that would be cool.
It would be cool. but I think you'd lose anyway. So
I certainly would lose.
yeah, so you'd lose. You'd win no pinball machine, and that'd be it. So things didn't start quite as well for Chris on that ball. He only got about $1.5 million.
So I noticed on Lost in Space and another one of the late 90s Sega, they reused a lot of the sound effects. And it seems like they originally recorded a lot of the sound effects for Apollo 13. And then they reused a lot of those same like announcers' voices in other pinball machines.
Because that never happens in pinball.
They have a speak and spell robot in Apollo 13.
A-E-I-O-U.
R-O-B.
Speak and spell was awesome, dude. Come on.
R.
Yeah.
Good.
R.
Yeah, man, the game's eating everybody alive. Except for Jake. He just made 2 tremendous saves.
So in the movie, does the robot actually spell robot? Is that just for the pinball machine?
I think that's just for the pinball machine. I got to tell you, I have seen the movie actually multiple times, and I can't really remember all of it because I sort of spaced out. I got lost.
That guy on the playfield on the lower right, he kind of looks like General Zod a little bit.
Neil
He had darker
before
hair.
Zod.
Well, opposite on the left there's Matt LeBlanc from Friends. So, Jared Chambers pointed that out in the chat room. But yeah, General Zod would be much cooler in space.
Why is there General Zod pinball machine?
There should be.
Well, there's a Superman pinball machine, but I don't know if General Zod is even on the Superman pinball
No,
machine.
it's that was Steve Ritchie's first game. It was made by Atari, and General Zod is nowhere to be found because Christopher Reeve had not, taken on that role at that point.
Yeah, that was before the movie, wasn't it?
That was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and what
Oh my goodness.
General Zod was Superman 2.
No, General Zod was in the first one too.
Was he?
Yeah, they got stuck in that mirror that was flying through space. That was a prison.
I thought that was only in Superman 2.
I thought it was in the first one. I don't know, man. I can't remember.
I believe that.
I have Alzheimer's now, so
Have either of you seen the new Netflix Lost in Space series?
No, but actually I saw that it was on, so I'm willing to check it out.
Is Matt LeBlanc in that one?
it looks like him.
No?
Jake, you got to shake it.
Oh my!
Not
to the
shake
column in the
that.
center. Oh, total bonus!
So meanwhile, going into ball 2 because we have a
no,
restart.
no. Not this again.
Okay, Lost in Space is now Lost in Space.
HAL 9000. Come on.
Plunge that ball.
Whoa.
There you
Whoa,
go.
look at that. Oh, now it just counted on your bonus. I don't think you get a ball now.
Well, you just gotta smack the cabinet.
Well, of course.
You might have a loose cable on that dot matrix display. Maybe. Things happen when you move pinball machines across the building.
Shoutouts to the spinny disc for almost killing me there.
The spinny disc.
Spinny disc.
We have a +1 for Netflix's Lost in Space being awesome from Vaughn in the chat room.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it a check out. And, hey, if you have Netflix, you can check it all out, which is pretty cool.
We've not been paid to say that, but we would gladly take Netflix's money if they
Yeah,
wanted to sponsor us.
That would be good.
Maybe we could get PAPAtv live on Netflix. And then you could just binge stream watching Fred and I insult each other all night.
Robert Gagno's documentary is on Netflix right now. I just watched it the other day.
Isn't it? It's a wonderful documentary.
Yeah, it's the second
too,
or third time I've watched it, actually.
Some people that are here right now are in that movie.
You were in there.
I
You gave
am.
Robert a warning in
I am.
that documentary.
I was in that movie.
The back of my head was in the
I'm
movie
the-
for about 10 seconds.
I'm the jerk in that movie.
You know what the
Oh, man.
funny thing about it is? I am actually in the credits of that.
Are you?
Yeah, so are you. I think
I'm in the credits of that. I think
Yeah.
I did some
gameplay.
some B-roll gameplay, and I was also one of Robert's victims in the Papa where he won.
That is correct.
he
Yes.
took down John on Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did the
gotcha.
B-roll gameplay because I wasn't quite good enough to play opposite of either of you. And so that's where I was at. And I probably played pretty poorly then too. So now he's in what? Fighter Jackpot. So that's the one with the pop bumpers, right?
Yep, top lanes.
All right.
Oh.
Almost.
Could have got that back.
That's okay.
So we got multicolored flashers going
Yeah.
on.
So he's spelling RBT.
Ribbit. I'm spelling ribbit.
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 Ribbit. Come on, ribbit.
All right, all shots
was
are
not
worth
good.
30 or 30.
I might
All
have
shots are worth 30. Okay,
I
I'm
wish
just
they
gonna
were
shut
worth
up
30.
now.
I might have considered doing a separation there rather than firing away on that last cradle.
Yeah, it's the it's kind of the risk we take when we don't do a proper separation.
We have a question in the chat room. Maybe you know the answer to this, Lewis. Does the scoring in fighter multi-ball ever get not horrible?
If you don't get a jackpot for a really long time, it could be mediocre.
So
So the answer is
that seemed
It's just no.
it seemed like a loaded question. I'd just like to point that out.
I
That
mean,
seemed like a loaded question.
He may have been leading the witness there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
There we go.
Okay.
Joe also confirmed that General Zod is in the first Superman movie, stuck in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
That is what the little.
Well,
that was the little glass thing that was
square.
flipped
good job,
through there,
Fred.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's okay. I honestly, I started thinking about whenever they were blowing up the Earth and everything when they came down and were like assaulting the president, because that's the part where they actually came to Earth and started blowing everything up in part 2.
That was a nice laugh catch, Lewis.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, those movies are fantastic. First 2,
Absolutely.
love it. Fantastic movies.
So when you spell out warning on this game, what does that get you? 'Cause
Warning.
this is
You
just,
spell warning.
Just over halfway there.
Well,
You
I
get
mean-
a tilt warning.
Yes. You know what? That's actually, did you say that? One of the mystery awards is actually +1 on tilt warnings.
Really?
Yes. Prime Direct, he's yelling at you now.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a little
you
bit of a player
sling.
error.
Yeah, for all the good saves you made, that was awful.
Yeah, I was reading the sling to fire, and well, it didn't.
I think we've all had that drain limit.
Hit that side of the
Many
cabinet,
times.
Lewis. Hit it harder. Hit it again, Lewis. Punch it. Kick it. Nope. There we go.
There we go. Good morning.
So Lewis is acting like the Fonz there.
So it briefly jumped, and like I'm sort of interested in the tech issue that's going on here. So when he hit the side of the cabinet, it briefly jumped to the startup screen.
Should I hit it again?
Don't hit it again. It may not. It may not be playable ever again.
You might be right. No, it might be because it might be thinking that the DMD is being connected, and maybe it's just recognizing.
I'm
the game.
guessing there's a loose cable in there somewhere. We'll get the issue resolved.
It's just like
before
my head.
Pinball.
There's a few loose screws.
John's jokes tonight are
Bad.
pretty bad.
Oh,
Destroy. Oh, he gets his ball back. Nice. A kick out. Pretty friendly kick out there.
So what do the numbered planets get you? I see there's also planets with numbers on them. Like Saturn with a
that's-
5, although it's probably not Saturn.
well, I mean that's how planets look in space. Anytime
They
you
have-
see
they
a
have
planet
flashing
through a
numbers?
telescope, you're going to find a gigantic number on it. Sometimes you have to look pretty hard, but it's always there.
It's science.
That's what they tell me.
Is that you changing the subject again because you don't know? Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, he does.
Are you
that.
dodging all my questions,
does it.
John?
He does
Have
it.
you ever played this game before?
Yes.
So John Replical is not up to the game, but he does know nothing about science.
Well, Doug, one of the announcer skills I use when I'm on the microphone is to very rarely ask a question I don't know the answer to. So in case the person I'm asking doesn't know, I can help bail them out. So can you bail me out here?
No, the rule I live by is ask everything I don't know. Because John is usually here to bail me out.
Sorry, buddy. This is not one of my forte games.
I don't think it's anybody's, but that's okay.
I don't know. I think this.
We've learned a lot sitting here tonight.
Well, I really do think that this is a legitimate tournament game. Assuming the game's working properly.
Good shot, Chris.
I did it.
He made stuff happen. Well, we've used worse games in tournaments.
Did this
Sean.
come out before or after Twister? Because it uses that same
This would be after.
spinning magnet disc. So that was originally in Twister, and then they brought it to here, and then they brought it to X-Men.
And Whirlwind and.
Well, Whirlwind
else.
doesn't have a magnet.
Is there a magnet in this one? I don't think there is. I thought it was just a disc.
There's a magnet.
There's a magnet.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
So, I think every single one of the Sega pins from this era had a magnet. under the playfield. I think it was basically like just a standard operating procedure. You put a magnet on the playfield somewhere.
Or under the playfield.
Or
where
under
you
the
can't
playfield,
see it,
right.
like Godzilla.
So what are some? Yeah, say what other games have the magnets? So Godzilla.
Basically all of them.
GoldenEye, Apollo 13.
Apollo 13 for sure.
And that's
I probably don't know because I don't play a lot of those games.
South Park did not.
Yeah, South Park did
has
not
no
have a
magnet.
magnet. It
That's
has
the
a
second
toilet
one.
though. It has a toilet.
No, it's one of a couple games with the toilet. How many games have a toilet?
They're all bad.
That's
Well,
not
well,
true.
Every game with a toilet is bad.
Well, there's two that I know of
Yeah.
with the toilet.
What's
so
the other one?
Austin Powers.
Oh, there's more than that.
There's
Junkyard.
Austin Powers. Junkyard is the other
Junkyard,
one.
there we go.
Oh
And
yeah,
then South
Junkyard's
Park.
got the toilet. Yeah. So there's 3.
No.
All right. So if it works, keep doing it.
So, Chris, you're right now going for the super jackpot for the 20 million
Where's that located, John?
at the O.
Clearly, clearly not where I'm aiming.
Said it wrong.
Oh.
He missed the shot and then outlane.
And there's no grace period on this particular
And
game.
the display is frozen again.
All right, Pete.
Pete, you gotta Fonzie it up.
Player 1.
You gotta Fonzie it up, Pete. It's frozen.
And it's been frozen all
Okay.
through Chris's balls.
We're
so.
just gonna leave it there.
That was showing some stuff for Chris.
We don't keep score. We don't care.
This is the only way I'm not going to lose.
I'm
This might be true. This
glad
might
we
be
had
true.
the opportunity to show everybody how well this game plays.
It's eternally player 1. So player 1 will play for the rest of the time.
They could have used a little more time on the animations. That's my unbiased review.
We could draw stick figures on paper and then just flip the paper so we can do our own animations if you want.
If I had the telestrator working,
Here, I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna
could do
draw a
that.
stick figure right now.
Yeah, but it has to be multiple stick figures in multiple positions to make it look like an animation.
3
draw.
million! 3 million! Yes!
Pete is having a great game in his own mind. It's fantastic. I love it. It's still player 1's ball. Oh, now it's really going off the rails.
R.
Oh, jeez.
Sega with some fine programming there.
What do we got John. I'm anxious to see what John is doodling here because this is going to be bad.
John drew a remote control with eating Nutella, I think. Is that what's going on there? Can we show that, James?
You know what that actually looks
See
like?
that at all? I don't know if that works. Nah,
You have to pull it back. Pull it back.
completely
Pull it back.
wiped out. Oh, no.
It is washed.
It's what?
So it actually looks like a blocker from a goaltender in the 70s.
We'll get this up there because this is amazing. Can you put this on 2001? Just put it on the playfield.
Actually, just put it on the playfield while Pete's playing multi-ball. Put it on the playfield right where Pete's playing.
Danger, Will Rock!
So there you go. This is what we call improvising on the fly here.
So
So John, can you draw us up like a flip book that we can just use as they play to show like animations?
Yeah, that's what I've been talking
Can we
about.
do
here.
that?
are you
Draw some more Nutella, John, please.
do you not respect my artwork?
Nutella. I love your artwork.
The thing I'm wondering is how am I still playing?
Hit the side of the head to see if that resets it again.
So this is also
This is awful.
We didn't advertise this, but this is our first in a line of tech class videos for games. This is surprise.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, I backhanded the O.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
a backhand. Should have backhanded the side of the cabinet.
He tried. He tried the forehand and the back, and it didn't work. So now everything's gone.
So I think we might need to improvise and jump to 2001 here, and then
I mean,
Maybe we can go back to
I'll
it.
see if I can get lost in space. We'll reseat some cables and see what we can do.
all right, we'll give that a try.
Let's go to a public service announcement.
It's time.
Roll the PSA, James.
Our producer is not, he's not here right now. He's
So-
off somewhere. But so surprise, we're going to talk about replay effects.
Because that is more exciting than Lost in Space.
So
It is definitely better than Lost in Space.
we had a great announcement earlier. If you missed it, the women's International Pinball Tournament, which will be happening at Replay FX. Now, over $10,000 in cash and prizes in that event, which will definitely make it the largest prize pool ever in a women's tournament. You can visit replayfx.org and go to competitions to see all the details on that. And signups will be occurring soon. I am not aware of the date, and I know it's not on the website. But
the date is July 29th, 2018.
That's the date of the event. That's not the date of signups, because they're only taking a limited number of players. So
64, correct?
Yeah.
I believe.
Is that what it was?
I believe it's 64,
64 players, yes.
So keep an eye on Papa's social media and Replay FX social media, and we will, when we make that announcement, when it's going on sale. If you learned anything from Pinburg, be on time if you want to get into that one, because I anticipate it might sell out faster than Pinburg.
I would expect that it's going to sell out, and I would expect it's going to sell out quickly. So I understand, Fred, that we talked to the convention center this year, and we got even more space than we did for Replay FX than last year.
Yeah, they gave us another 55,000 square feet. So Pinburg is going to be in its own hall. It's going to be in Hall C.
55,000.
Yeah, it's going to be 55,000 square feet, which, again, is going to be dedicated
That's a lot.
pretty much to...
That's additional square feet.
Additional space.
That's more than we had
so
last year.
Pinburg's going to have its own home. There are going to be enhancements, as far as the tournament's concerned. Those will be, forthcoming in the future. But, Hall A, is 110,000 square feet. Hall B is probably about another 80,000 square feet. So we're talking close to 300,000 square feet this year. So if you...
It's almost incomprehensible.
If
Just to say, like, when you say 300,000 square feet, it's almost incomprehensible. What's the size of... I think the Papa building here is what, 30,000?
30,000 in the
like
front two rooms.
Yeah.
So we're talking about something that is 10 times as large now as the Papa building.
So that picture
correct.
you see on your screen right now
It's not even half.
is...
It's not even half.
That's from year one.
Is that from year one?
That is
No,
from,
this is from last year.
Is that from last year?
Yeah, this
No,
is
that's
from last year.
one.
But this is because all these games that are right here.
Right.
Oh, those are
All the
right.
games that Snow Phoenix brought for us, the Japanese
Right.
games.
And that was an awesome selection of game. Are they returning again this year?
They are, and they're bringing a truckload of games as opposed to a few games. They're bringing a trailer full of games.
Awesome.
So there'll be more of the Japanese games, the drum games, dancing games, and just the weird puzzle games that they had going on. They're going to be there. I just did an inventory count, kind of a.
On what? The games that are here?
Yeah, the games that are here, and it's a lot. So
Fred got to 10, and then he was just like, "That's a lot."
Everything functions on precise.
Yeah, we were
math.
just
without precise math, the whole thing
It's a
fails.
lot.
So I'm glad Fred's in charge of that.
So, and then also upcoming broadcast, the New York City Pinball Championships from the 19th, the 19th and the 20th of this week. Actually, we're heading down there to do the broadcast. Levy and Tim and crew is, definitely, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. We're super excited to be able to be on board and help, spread the pinball.
If you want the pinball love,
pinball love, right?
Yeah. So you can meet the Papa crew. We will be in New York.
If you want John to sign, I don't know, a
John
pinball book or something.
John will sign all the pictures of him playing fishtails in the river you want him to sign.
That'd be fantastic.
So
I don't think you guys can make this promise. I mean,
we can make that promise.
I have like rock star mentality, and I might not be willing.
It's not part of your contract.
All the terms of your rider.
That's
need
right.
To be met.
Yeah.
All right. So then on the 28th, PAPAtv returns with Baywatch and Deadly Weapon. Fantastic lineup of games.
The viewership will be off the charts.
I say that.
Well,
insanely
so after you
sarcastically.
play Baywatch, you're going to need a deadly weapon.
Well, you got to save
Actually,
Kevin.
that's not fair.
You got to save Kevin Martin from drowning or getting eaten by a shark or something. So we have to try to save Kevin. And then on 6/4, we're going to do Iron Maiden again with the updated code because it's been updated a few times since we did the broadcast last. And then also too, we're going to be doing Bally Viking, which of course all these games are subject to change. But Bally Viking, we've never done.
Yeah, the Viking is actually a loaner game from a private collection of Joe, who's in the city and he has a wonderful collection. He's loaning us some games for Replay FX.
Correct.
And I picked that game up. It's in beautiful condition. I am looking forward to having that on the stream.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. It's a unique title, and you definitely don't see it all the time. So I'm going to hand off the microphone over to Louis Bevis. He's going to jump on and tell you the keys to 2001.
All right. So the keys to 2001, not to be confused with Space Odyssey. No, definitely not. Our first key, now that I'm in position, is a 300 Odyssey. Completing a set of 5 color drop targets will light a bottom lane and a top saucer for 300 points. For the skill shot, the top center saucer will always be lit for 300 points. The 100th dimension. The pop bumpers will cycle between turning on for 100 points and off for less, and the targets above the drops will always give 100 points. Judicious nudging can rack up a fair amount of points from these hits. Human error flippers. 2001 features the tiny flippers, and no, there's no HAL that is stacking the deck against you here. That's just default. You can still perform the most of the flipper tricks on tiny flippers, but you have to adjust some things to accommodate. And we'll leave it off to Petey.
All right, Pete. It's time for you to get at least 2001 points.
So we're going for exactly 2001?
Without going over.
Okay.
Now, I want to see you roll this game. I would love to see somebody roll this game.
So this is one of my favorite Gottliebs from this era. 2001 is a very fun machine, if you ask me. Generally don't want to shoot those targets that Pete just hit there. It is a single-player game, so this is one of those ones where if you're playing with your friends, they're just going to have to wait. But don't worry, because they're not going to have to wait too long before it's their turn.
Now, the reason you like this, Doug, is this because it's essentially space-themed target pool?
It is not target pool. It is nothing like target pool.
I would disagree.
At all. There are
It has a center bank.
and
It
slings
has side
and slings
targets.
on the center bank, and
Well, I think the
I'm confused. Wrong game.
and if you spell robot, the game will freak out and it'll stop scoring.
R-O. So the objective on this game is to complete all the colored drop target banks, which are on up and down the left and right sides of the play field.
I think that was a worthy try.
Tilt.
I want to say it. I think
Tilt
it
ends
ball
game
5.
on this, so that's bad.
So Fred Classics Cochran, who doesn't know how to use headphones, but he will step up and he knows how to use those mini flippers.
Turning the cable around, it was getting in the way. So tilt end game and score that 8-16. That's pretty awful.
Yeah. So once you complete any of those drop target banks, any one color, you'll light the corresponding kick-out hole at the top.
Yes.
For 300 points,
And
right?
then when you hit that, you get 300 points.
And then if you get all 4 target banks down, it lights all the shots, and then you're in wizard mode, and then you just blow it up.
Wizard mode.
Wizard mode. It's a frenzy mode.
Wizard mode, baby. I love the slings on top of the triangle there. It's like one of the coolest things about these Gottliebs where they put slingshots. Really enjoy it.
One thing I learned about games like this and many of the mini flipper games, it's sometimes really hard to make a shot on the fly. So if you have a ball that's screaming down an in lane, you might choose to do a pass over rather than taking a shot on the fly.
Yeah, hold the flipper up, most definitely. Much safer.
I'm usually just panicking and trying to get the ball away from the flippers on these games.
Well, I mean, so
get it somewhere where the game will play itself.
Well, Doug, you brought up a good point. The first thing you said to Pete was don't shoot those middle targets.
No.
And in order to not shoot those middle targets, you want to slow it down and do exactly what Fred just did right there.
I find myself on some of these games, too, occasionally trying to control the ball too much. How do you know when not to control the ball and just literally get it out of danger?
You know, that is the ultimate question when playing EMs. I mean, any electromechanical, there's a point where you can over-control, just like you're saying. And I think only experience is going to teach you the answer to that question. And I don't always know the answer to that question. Fred doesn't always know, and he's a great classics player. But sometimes, isn't that right, Fred? Like, sometimes we just get it wrong. Lewis, I know you're a very good classics player as well. I mean,
nice save. Almost a Lazarus.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the Gottliebs, too, of this era. A lot of Lazarus. So if you're ever playing these games, stay near the table because there's a lot of angles on here where the ball will come back into play pretty clean to your flippers. So
The old rule in pinball, don't leave the table until your bonus is counted.
there's no bonus on 2001.
Well,
So
just
the
stay there,
awesome-
Pete. Just stay there, Fred.
forever. Mm-hmm. So Fred sets the pace at
23.85.
Oh boy.
All right. So Chris is wearing his Papa hat with the Tilt Amusement sticker on it. Oh, no, it's not. It's a new sticker, isn't
It's
it?
an Aerosmith sticker.
Yeah.
It's the newest
So,
one I've gotten so far.
so every time I mention that on stream, you know, Trent's back there. He's checking a little. He's got one of those little punch cards, and if I say it 500 times on stream, I'm getting a free pinball machine. I think so.
Say what?
I know Trent. I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Pretty sure that's not
I
happening.
bet you he is sitting there with a punch card, though.
He might be keeping track, but I don't think there's a free pinball machine at the end of the road.
Beautiful save there.
And Chris almost got into the trouble of trying to over control.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then that you never exactly know it until you do it, and then you're like, well, I shouldn't have done that.
Too
Oh
late.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things you just like you said, you have to learn over time. It's even just playing a game a few times, you'll go, oh, I couldn't have dead bounced that, or I couldn't have tried to catch that. I should have just flipped that away. And then once you play it enough, it kind of starts clicking in your mind.
Right.
That's where you start to see the big scores.
I think. I mean, I haven't played 2001 as much as I played, say, Target Pool, but I think a lot of the characteristics of the lower playfield are pretty much the same. So like this, you'll do the same flipping patterns, and you're gonna take the same house balls. I mean, and like you'll learn that you're gonna want to follow sort of a pattern to your play.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was. And the problem with these games is that the slingshot is much higher than the divider for the in lane and the out lane. So if it goes over there, you're already in big trouble. You're not getting it back up out of there very often.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Nice drop catch.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have to work the nudge and hopefully get either a nice bounce off the in lane out lane guide or a nice smack off the cabinet wood. Those are some of the more satisfying saves. It's the ones where you just hit the game, it's not a tilt, and it comes flying off the cabinet wood back into play.
So what exactly determines, or is it just a number of switch hits, that when the 100 pop bumpers are lit, or whether it's not lit?
All right, Doug, would you know? I know the answer. I just want to see if anybody else got it here.
I know they light or relight when you hit them. The actual pop bumpers. Apparently, the in lane also lights or relights it. I don't know the true answer to that though.
Go ahead,
Chris?
Liz.
I think it's I think it's whenever you score 100 points in the 100-point relay turn.
You got it.
Oh, and I have the high score.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Right answer and high score.
You get an extra tilt amusements punch out.
Get me. 4804.
4804. That's a pretty good score.
We haven't had a chance to see Jake play yet tonight. How confident are you feeling about your game on 2001, Jake?
Jake, just do it.
More.
Just do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I got the plunge.
You got to plunge?
You got the plunge.
Got the 300 up top.
Oh, he almost got it back way. There we
That
go.
was a nice catch, and good sending it back up top. So he's getting awfully close to getting that blue completed.
Yep.
And he isn't getting much love from the pinball gods, though.
He's going to get that 100.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And he fell into that trap of a little too much control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's that. That's a
There
good
we
plunge. That's a very good plunge. Look out. Oh, nice
Beautiful
nudge.
nudge.
Ni- nice luck.
Oh.
You should really keep the ball away from that area.
So,
Just saying.
Just want to give you a tip, Jake.
Don't shoot the outlines.
Don't shoot the outlines.
Can only make so many of those saves.
Just a side note there. Another way you could save a ball in that situation is there's the actual rubber right above the in-lane out-lane guide. You can smack the ball off that. Generally, it tries to shoot back towards the in-lane, so you can try to bop it off the top of the post, hit that rubber, and then shoot it right back into play.
All right, I'm going to step out and allow another great announcer to take my place, which means there will be greatness. I'm just leaving.
There are none greater than you, John.
But will John be great enough
John.
to set the new high score? Find out today.
So Jake,
Fred already says no.
Jake had 2341 as his final score. It's 2000, and we're just going to say 2001, short of CD's score.
And stepping into the booth now is Petey Hendricks.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Petey. How you doing?
I'm great. My last place score gets me a spot in John's chair.
Woohoo!
Well, John shows me how to play.
So does that mean I'm cursed to get your same score?
2001 without going over.
You'll be fine.
I should have watched Jake when he was plunging because he knew where that plunge was.
So this isn't quite one of those games where the skill shot will win it for you, but it can definitely put you over the top.
Oh, definitely.
Learn it quick. It's 1500.
Yeah. It's guaranteed 1,500. Otherwise, you're getting like 250 plus a pop bumper or 250.
And, so close.
Or you're getting nothing.
Wow. Right to the outline.
Well, glass half full, it wasn't a complete house ball. There was 50 points.
This game looks a little deceptive when you walk up to it, too, because it doesn't really have the super gaping out lanes that some of these older little flipper games have, but they swallow up their fair share of balls.
Oh, come on, John.
Oh, definitely.
Don't tilt.
Mark him safe.
Don't worry about you putting it on the sidewalk. Has to go through the wall first.
Oh, come on.
So John's got one more red target left. 3 more yellows, 3 more greens.
And 2 more blues.
1 more center drain.
I needed to nudge it off there, and I didn't.
It's like them old M&M commercials. When I need 10 points, I shoot a red drop target. 20 points, a blue. 30 points, a yellow. And when I want to win the game, I shoot the green.
So
there's your 2001.
Now he's over.
Oh. So the blues are all down. He's got 1 left on the red.
Uh-oh.
He had a clean shot at.
Yep. There we go.
There we go. Gonna take out that red target. Wrong red target.
There was red on that target.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a shiny red for a replay.
It's really hard to aim with the smaller flippers, especially at targets that are low on the playfield.
Yeah.
No!
Wow. Okay. What kind of magic did you just pull there, John?
Bad.
You got
bad magic.
You got. I don't know what that was.
That was amazing.
That was. Wish we had replay set up.
Yeah, I wish we could see what happened there. I almost wanted to pull a camera up to the game just to prove that the guide was still in.
Telestrator circle with John's ball jumped over here, and
and then John was a sad face.
What was your final score, John? I missed it. We were so excited about you draining. I missed your final score. It was more than Pete, less than CDs, though.
You've all been over 2001. I'm still winning. If we learned anything from Fred Richardson, it's the closest without going over.
Evan gave up on that ball too easy.
Yeah, he knew he was on pace to get 2001.
You could have brought that back. So one thing, when you see these games set up in a lot of tournaments, these wedge heads and these smaller flipper games, you'll usually be given a little more latitude by whoever set them up as far as nudging goes, because that's more of a key component to these games. So you'll notice that you can probably see the cabinet shaking as various players are playing it, and you could hear Chris slapping the side of the cabinet to roll it off of things. So that's usually the way these will be set up. When they're not, they can be even more exceptionally brutal.
I thought that had too much action.
That was too much control.
And no, folks, that was not a tilt.
You got the hard yellow one there.
Yeah.
So the two bottom targets I always find are the most difficult.
No, not again.
This is why I just randomly flip away when balls get near the flipper on these things. Just like smash those flipper buttons.
Some more 50s. It's got the other hard to get drop target on the green side, the top one, which is kind of nestled right to the right of that pop
That's
bumper.
gone.
Oh, you could have saved that.
No, I couldn't.
Slap save, left to right.
Just put the game through the wall and everything will be fine.
You could definitely save that one.
Till then's game, you weren't losing your bonus. You should have went for it.
Our producer James here is going to show everybody how to play this game. He was playing it earlier, and he actually had 2,001 points on it.
Incorrect.
That's also a complete lie.
It was leaning very far to the left, though.
It was when we came in. We did play it, and every ball went to the left out lane immediately. It was about 6 degrees leaning left.
I did have
my kind of setup.
A pretty severe lean.
I did have a higher score than Pete's during that earlier play with the leaning cabinet, though.
Stop whining. Just play pinball.
I had one of these games in my living room for a while. Picked it up for Chris Compton and took it down to Atlanta for him. And had this in a Harlem Globetrotters, and I found I was playing this a lot more than the Globetrotters. It was just a lot of more fun.
These Gottliebs are awesome.
Boy, I don't know if this is a better game than Harlem Globetrotters, though.
It is.
That's tough.
Yeah,
That's tough
I think it is. Harlem's a great bally, but there's more skill in these games, in my opinion.
Rolling a Harlem, it's tough to do, but it's doable. A lot more doable than it is on this.
Has anybody ever rolled this game in the history of this game? Like that would be
I wrote it once while I had it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Harlem.
And then you put the glass back on it, or
the Harlem's rollable if you don't forget to, if you leave extra balls on during a tournament.
So Zach is asking in the chat room what some other good wedge heads with inlanes are. And
Yukon.
Naturally, the correct answer is target pull.
Yukon.
That's the first one. Yukon is also very fun. That's a Williams. That's
not a Gottlieb, but it's a great game.
But that is a great game.
I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of what other ones have inlanes.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Name
you know
three
what?
of them.
Actually, I believe that what's that one? Oh my God, that we have. It's a bally too. Oh my God, I forget what that water themed bally is that has
scuba.
No,
Scuba doesn't.
Jake reminded me that Foursquare has inlanes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's another one.
I beat Pete.
It's not. Is it Atlantis?
Everyone should beat me.
Atlantis is a bally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then there's a Gottlieb Atlantis that has inlanes too.
So our average score is over 2001.
My score was much lower. I was at like 2003.
So Lewis here is going to take one more crack at it, and then maybe we'll jump back over to the freshly repaired Lost in Space.
Well, you're not going to take a turn?
Hope so.
Is that thing working?
Yes. I'm going to go with yes.
So what was going on with it?
It was broken.
Thanks, Doug, for clearing that up. Appreciate that.
Hal would not let us see the scores.
Got a good start going. Oh, he got an inlane, so he's got a real good start going. Inlanes are rare.
Oh, yeah. If you get an inlane without trying, then you've done something right.
Yeah. Yeah, the angles on this game are really unique. I like that's a good shot. Boom.
There we go.
There's 300.
There's some greens.
And some gons.
Some gons. Goodbye.
I think that would have been green if you had nudge there.
So Caveman J in the chat informs us that Yukon Special has in-lanes where regular Yukon does not.
So that explains it, because
so ours is a Yukon Special.
And Dan Hall just Dan Hall just recently uncovered that. We did not know we had a special Yukon, but guess what?
Yeah, he says the Yukon Special was made for the Italian and New York markets because of slot machine laws. So that's actually a neat little piece of history.
Wow, awesome.
All right.
That's great information.
I can't say I've ever seen
sharing.
another Yukon to even know that.
Yeah, I've only seen the one that we have here, and I've never seen another one.
That's our the more you know moment.
I like that. That's great information.
Do we have an animation for that?
I wish we did.
I'll tell you what, man. The chat room comes through with a lot of good information.
Do we have a Gary Oldman for that?
We have a fumbled flip there. Lewis, what are you doing there?
I was actually trying the shats.
There's our Gary Oldman.
You were trying to shats?
I want the
jeez.
shats.
Oh, my goodness.
I was gonna, if I get an opportunity in that left lane, to try a shats.
And you know what happened, didn't you?
You're gonna shats with these flippers?
Yeah, let's see if he's gonna shats here. Probably not. Let's try it again.
All right.
If he does it, then
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. I did it in practice once. I thought I could pull it again.
I don't believe it.
Footage or it didn't happen.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
I wish.
Yeah, I was going to say footage or it didn't happen.
Maybe we could record it after we're done.
All right. Now,
is Doug going to take it down?
I mean, it's like target pull. Doug should be great at this game.
All right, Doug loves these games, so let's see what Doug can do.
And Evan Bookbinder stepping into Doug's seat in the booth here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Doug has to put the headphones on so we can insult him while he's playing.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, Evan. How are you?
I'm doing well. I got good news.
What was your score?
What's your good news?
So, finally, I'm about to get my first EM, and it's a Gottlieb Wedgehead.
What are you getting?
So, shout out to Andrew Specht in York, who found me the super score I've been looking for, which I think we mentioned on one of the first broadcasts. Was the first machine I ever played on when I was a little toddler. My grandma had in her basement, and I always wanted one, and he found one for me. So
congratulations!
And we'll pick it up later this week, I think.
There was a graphic up on the screen just a second ago that Doug Polka is the cause of all your pain at Pinball.
Oh, look at this! Doug wins.
So it's ironic. It's very ironic right now that Doug needs a tournament director. Doug needing a tournament director never happens.
This will go on your left flipper.
That's a nudgy.
Hang on a second here.
No.
Hold on a second here. How many of you morons does it need to get a stuck ball?
Ball search it.
Ball search will not get that.
These guys are all just vying for camera time. They
Tell-
just want to be on camera. There's like 5 people getting a stuck ball. Why are they all up there?
I don't know.
Just sit down. Sit down and relax.
This is the same attention you get at Pinburg when you have a stuck ball.
Well, if there was any question whether or not
army
we're
comes
playing with the
rushing
glass
at you.
on or off, that's now been determined.
Well, the scores have sucked pretty much. So
Well, yeah.
Here's where I completely.
Pete Hendricks, one of the
part of
tournament
that.
directors at Pinburg, gets the free the stuck ball, and which normally happens after a stuck ball, you drain the ball.
I was going too gentle. I didn't want to be the one to tilt ends game on like ball 2.
So Doug knows how it feels to place a ball in a flipper, walk away, and then have it drain. That's just karma. Pinball karma for Doug. Great nudging.
All right.
Well, he's at 1601. If you can hit some hundreds, he can get to 2001 even. Shoot those 50-point targets.
Almost got stuck again. Oh no,
Look at
it's
this
stuck
control
again.
play.
Doug's slowing the game down. The Gottlieb professional that he is.
No.
Oh, he got a little.
It's like hockey. You slow down the game too much and 5-hold.
So what is he gonna? He got the. Is he close to completing anything? Got one more
One
for green.
green.
One more for green. Couple more for red. It looks like.
Yep.
2 more for yellow.
Couple more for yellow too. Yeah.
And this looks good. Nice angle. Let's see if he decides to just live shot it. Yeah, that's
Way
not what you
early.
want to shoot for, Doug. No,
Oh,
you don't
dude.
want to shoot for that either. Doug,
Yeah,
come on. You got to shoot around the island. Come on.
It's pretty late on the flippers too to get it around.
This shows you how often Doug gets to play pinball. Actually, instead of running tournaments and things like that, this is one of the few times you'll see him on camera playing.
One more for yellow.
Until we do the target pull.
Oh, that's and Doug rage tilts.
Warning.
That was I was trying to save the ball.
The most important thing that had just happened here is he beat John Replical's score. Doug actually had a better score than John, so that was accomplished completely. That's all we need. John loses, and that's it. So we go back to Lost in Space, and hopefully the display won't freeze again. I think that's what we're doing. It's been working for a while. As far as I know, we could be playing, Challenger here in a second. Yeah, someday. There goes John, easily distracted by lights.
Hey, look at that. I won that last game. I had 28 million.
Yeah, 28 million. Nice job.
Let's hope the display holds up here.
Yeah, we'll hope. I think it will.
It's been so long, we almost need to go through the keys to the game again.
Okay, well, the keys to the game.
Don't do that.
I think they're right here. You want to spell robot. You want to send the ball through top rollovers or through the spinner when the super pops are lit to advance towards fighter multi-ball. High-speed multi-ball, hit the red, yellow, and green, and then shoot the inner loop for the multi-ball, which there is not one on here. I'm just saying it's like high-speed. And then the one thing I kept secret before is if you play all 3 multi-balls in one ball, you get 25 million on your base bonus. So that was the one little thing I held out.
And you actually get to put your initials in.
Sweet.
Right there.
Well then do it. Don't sit here and talk about it. Let's do it, man.
I'm trying.
Well, press start. It starts with that. Come on, Chris.
Look, I already have warning spelled. Never mind.
Your jokes are almost as bad as John's.
Another one of those games where that has it adds up players 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So I wonder what our teams will be for this battle.
I don't know. As long as the team that John's on loses, that's all that matters, man. It's all that matters. Any week we play.
No.
Active slings there.
Right into the mystery. Take your 3 million.
There goes his 3 million for the first one. I think it's like the second or third one you get the extra tilt warning. I think it's the third one. Which I didn't even know it was even on here.
Well, that's worth going for.
Well, after the last game, Doug did rage tilt, so, he would have had one more, good rage side slide
That's right.
to take it out on the game.
Forget the 3 multi-balls in a ball. I want to see all the mystery awards.
Are you playing this game?
Is that like
no?
Because I can see you just going up there and doing that.
Yeah,
I would.
I'm pretty sure.
This game was actually a part of, I think it was Indisc 2 years ago.
That's right.
And my strategy was just nothing but mystery.
Is that why they're infinite 3 million on this one?
I don't know yet.
It's not infinite 3 million on this one.
It's not.
I've only been able to hit it one time.
There's a bonus X.
So do it again, Chris. It's lit right now. Shoot that shot. Let's see what we get. And no.
I found it easier from the backhand.
Chris is a state champion. He'll get it.
Yeah, he'll nail it. So here goes his next one.
Bonus X. 3
Oh,
million.
3 million again. But it's not going to be 3 million again after this one, I don't think. Unless somebody changes settings.
That was nice.
Reflex under the O. Do it again.
O-T.
I almost got
Robot.
it, too.
Yeah, well, he proved me wrong on the back end, that's for sure. I tried. I don't have the skill set.
So speaking of robots, who's your favorite robot of all time?
My favorite robot?
Yeah.
Plex from Yo Gabba Gabba. That's my favorite robot of all time.
I'm glad I have no idea who that is.
Petey, consider yourself lucky.
It is a yellow robot that dances around and sings. It's fantastic.
There's nothing fantastic about Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, that show's fantastic. Stop
horrible.
it. You be quiet.
I was going to go with Bender, but...
The worst part is, Fred, my kids don't even
3 million
remember
again.
making us suffer through watching it when they were little.
Well, those shows were fantastic. I tell you what, that's one of the things I dreaded when I became a parent was watching a lot of the kids shows. And Yo Gabba Gabba was one of them, but the one that got me was Backyardigans, which I thought was fantastic.
Great show. I'll give you that one.
And the songs were fantastic. The animation was great. And we're sitting here talking about kids shows
How
instead of
come they never
pinball
made
now.
pins for kids shows?
They made the Jetsons.
Oh, it's true.
They made the Jetsons. I've never seen one, but they made the Jetsons, and they made Bugs Bunny Birthday Bash.
Yeah, it's another game with a robot in it.
What, Bugs Bunny?
No, the Jetsons.
Oh, the Jetsons. That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Trudy, right? Trudy was the maid, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yabba dabba do. There's the Flintstones.
Twilight Zone has robots.
There's plenty of games with cartoons from back in the day that are games. So you got the regular multi-ball going. Wants to shoot the robot. He got the O lit for 20 million. If he can nail that. No, he missed. Let's see if he can do it again. Nope.
Oh, that's going to dribble in.
Oh,
there.
it didn't fall in.
It did not fall in.
It came out. It's way back there in the deep recesses of the O.
The robot there dancing.
Oh, look at this. The
Look at this.
4-ball trap.
What is that quad trap? What do you call that?
So what's gonna happen here?
You're going to jailbreak
Something
it
is
and
going
lose
to
2.
drain.
Jailbreak and lose 2. That's what's going to happen, maybe, no?
The flipper's going to break under the weight.
That would be great.
4 balls.
The display breaks.
That
the
was
flipper
really
breaks.
nice.
That was good. His
Shooting not good. But
yeah, I was going to say, his shooting after that was pretty
I
poor.
just can't do it.
Hit the O. Come on, do it, dude.
Stop watching.
So
Can't stop watching. We're being forced to watch this.
This would be hard.
There goes, oh my.
My eyesight's so bad, I thought it was like half the cast of Friends at the bottom of the playfield.
It is. There goes 1 ball gone.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Man, you suck at shooting that O.
I'm horrible at it.
That's gone.
I see that.
no. It would have been
There
gone
goes-
if
there
you were
goes 2.
playing, but
Just do it with the backhand.
All
Tell
right,
Fred
all
to shut
right.
up.
Nope, there it goes. Oh Jesus, there it goes.
Oh,
Nice
that was a
nudge.
nice outlane save. There goes the O.
Did I
on
make
the-
it?
On the fly, yep.
it's in. Now do it again.
I gotta get the O.
Yeah, you got to O it again.
It says shoot robot for 20 million, so do it again. Or don't.
Oh, no.
Great start though.
So that I have a problem with this game now.
What? Ball save.
What is this, Jurassic Park?
Oh,
So the when the ball goes into scoop, it kicks it out. It sounds like a gunshot. If it was lost in space, it'd be like a laser gun. It wouldn't have that same sound. So I have a problem with that.
That was spectacular. If only we had replay.
That is not accurate.
That was not spectacular.
replay
If
that.
only we had replay.
I don't know if it's a gunshot. It sounds more like a pew.
It sounds stupid. No, it doesn't sound like a pew. Don't let them off the hook. It's terrible. It's awful. So did we figure out what the Saturn thing was yet? The numbers on the planets?
It's a counter. Once you get to 0, it's like 10 million points or something.
And how do you advance that? That's
By
not
shooting it.
That's not our keys to the game.
If you want to ramp out, you can.
Can you?
Hard, but yeah, you could.
Just ramp out?
Okay, Jake, ramp out.
That was a nice drop catch, Jake.
Or at least hit 1. There.
There
see?
goes 1. All right.
4
sweet.
more for 10 million.
4 more for 10 million. That sounds
Seems hardly worth it.
I think I'd shoot ramps for 10 million. It's better than trying to shoot the O 75 times.
That's 2 million a ramp.
I mean, this isn't Data East Star Wars here.
No, thank God.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the second one is. I don't normally shoot the ramp 5 times to get those 10 million.
Well, Jake's going to find out for us. He's now volunteered to do that for us. Okay, here's going to be number 3.
It's a pretty steep ramp, too.
He's dialed on that ramp.
He's
Look
got
at that.
it, yeah.
Well, Dan definitely did a good job of building. Oh, that was
Good start, though. You got 3 million points. Hey, 300,000 ramp bonus, too.
Yeah, Dan Hall did a good job of building the flippers up there.
Okay,
Not
so
so
we
great with the display connection.
So we got Chris shooting mysteries, Jake shooting ramps. What can we have Lewis do?
Well,
Not drain? There
mystery
we go.
awards all day long.
Mystery award.
Mystery awards all day long. Even if it's not lit, you have to shoot that scoop. It's awful. It's like purgatory. There goes the ball.
Danger.
See, if you would have shot for the scoop, you wouldn't have had that problem.
That's
But
true.
you wanted me to shoot for the mystery.
And then
So I
John,
shot the lit mystery.
then John can do whatever he wants.
Lewis should never listen to me. Just like anybody else. Nobody should ever listen to what I say.
So since you're not playing Fred, John, who do you have to beat? Everyone?
Oh, I'd play John with 2 balls and still beat him.
I think John should go for condition red.
What are you playing blackout now? Wow.
Oh, that's a weird feeling, flippers.
Yeah, because nobody else complained about him, John. It's never you, John. It's always the game. I
more
told
hits.
you about this last night. It's always you.
What the heck, Fred?
It's never John. It's always the game. It doesn't matter what happens.
2 more hits for green.
I told him this last night whenever he was bragging about how he was still in the tournament. Then I finished in second, and he was going home. And he was like, oh, the flippers sound. Oh, the slings are like enough excuses, John, please.
Come on, I was going to say, mystery's lit, Chris. You got to hit it.
Hey, I'll take
It
that.
is something.
That's a pretty good one.
Hey, John, we're here
One
to
closer to
entertain
fighter.
people, man. I think John's mad. John's going to go out and smoke a cigarette and relax.
Well,
Nice.
the chat room agrees with you. They want him to go for condition red, so.
Condition red?
Oh!
What is condition red?
That's shooting the greens and the yellows and the reds.
Okay.
So, no wait. Chris start the multi-ball and save the Lazarus a ball at the same time?
So was that the TIE Fighter multi-ball here?
So with that little red light, that little red dot in the middle, is that his tie, or is that like a ball save, or what's going on there?
It's a ball save that you don't trust.
Just a beacon or something like that, or I don't even know what that is. It looks like it's tie.
No.
But that's not bad points for this multi-ball at what 4 and change for all the lit shots.
Well, it's certainly better than the strategy we stuck Jake with by shooting the ramps.
Hey, Chris has almost got the ramps done too, just to be a show-off.
Well, Chris likes doing that.
Oh man!
Now don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Take your time.
All right, now we're back to regular ball play.
More mystery.
Here, so.
You're only 2 letters away from robot. Go get that.
We got mystery lit again though.
You're not. That's not your task. That's Lewis's task.
What's my task?
I don't know. Just blow it up.
You just started one multi-ball. Go get the
condition red.
Go get condition red, and then you're only 2 letters from robot. Get that first, and then let's worry about condition red.
Don't forget, I can't make that O.
Yes, you can. Power positive thinking.
That's right. It's all in your
going
mind.
In
Chris.
right
it's all
now.
in your mind. That would have been sweet if you'd have banked it off the target, so it would have went in there. Oh my, that was not good. Something said M ball up there, so.
All right.
All right. So Jake's gonna shoot ramps all day long, and then he's gonna continue to shoot ramps.
Only needs 2 more for 10 million.
I'm anxious to see what like the second and third award is.
Well, there's an extra ball over there, so at some point it's.
I wonder if they're on. He shot the R, which is kind of right because it stands for ramp. So.
And he's got the O, so he's got the 2 easy ones for robot left, but that's not the strategy.
You gotta post transfer that off.
I can't shoot. Here we go.
Okay, so Jake can shoot the O. CDs cannot. So there's that. Those slings are wicked, man.
Dan did a nice job shopping this out.
I thought the slings on Monster Bash were rough. These slings on here are rough. There's Gary Oldman again making an appearance.
Ah! Gary Oldman destroyed.
Gary Oldman was destroyed.
Is this like random Conway Twitty appearances in Family Guy?
I've seen like one Family Guy episode in my entire life.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
But yet, how many episodes of Yo Gabba Gabba?
I've seen them all.
All 4 seasons?
What, Yabba Gabba?
Yo Gabba Gabba.
I'm pretty sure I've seen them all.
Thank you.
When you have a young child, you tend to watch Yo Gabba Gabba every day, multiple times.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, mine is easily Broby.
Well,
Good
we know
choice.
if Fred's going to dress up as for Anthrocon.
Yeah.
Broby's the robot.
Broby, no, that is Plex. Plex is the robot.
Plex is the robot.
Plex is the robot.
Is Broby the green one?
Broby is the green one. Yeah, he's the one that talks.
Sad that I know that.
Yeah.
So should I watch the Lost in Space on Netflix, or should I be watching Yo Gabba Gabba?
No, I heard Netflix is fantastic, or Lost in Space on Netflix is great. So I might start watching that. I just finished watching Breaking Bad again for the 15th time. So I think maybe something a little bit. I don't know if it's lighter. I don't know what the subject is.
Oh,
nice,
Oh!
nice, Lewis.
I mean, that was a no, but yes.
Now do it again.
But mystery.
Yeah, I want to see the same combo.
That combo. If he could have done that combo twice, that would have been pretty impressive.
Juked by the sander wheel. Juked by the sander wheel.
That is a grinder.
That was mean.
That is a grinder.
Oh.
Here comes my favorite player.
Oh,
Hi,
Jake's,
John.
Jake's doing his part for the team. John, not so much.
Did you go have a cigarette, John, and relax and put me out of your mind? He's not even going to dignify with a response. I love it.
Hey, you see that? He hit the skill shot. He got a B for nothing.
Oh.
3 million. No, it's robot. Whoa.
Wow.
That works.
Instant multi-ball. So 3 million to 3 million and then instant multi-ball. That took a drastic change. I guess the game was feeling sorry for John. Wanted to give him something to play for.
He's got to get all the warning letters, though.
I think he's going to make it happen. I think he's going to get all the warning letters.
All 7, okay.
I think he's going to.
Do we talk about how you collect those?
You guys can, because I have no idea.
Well, you see how the O and the T are blinking?
Yes.
He needs to shoot those. And,
Okay.
And when you get all 5 of them, then
Shoot
you
the
can hit
rest.
him again.
All right,
So
crit.
there's
I think he's going to do a crit. No, he's not going to do that.
7 letters in warning and only 5 shots to acquire them.
They'll make it happen. They're not afraid to use letters over again.
Hey, there's an O.
There's
Or an
O.
R. Spelling is hard.
Nice nudge, John. Ooh, nice tip over, too.
Now, which one's he going to... I liked it.
Got the T. So what's left here? We got
The O.
The O.
The easy O.
So our producer has a question for us in chat.
Okay.
Favorite sci-fi movie, Fred?
Rollerball. Rollerball is one of my favorite, like, just movies from the 70s that had a science fiction. That or Soylent Green.
Soylent Green's great.
Soylent Green is people, actually.
Mine. Well, go ahead, Petey. What's your favorite?
I'm not sure. Yo Gabba Gabba.
It's not a sci-fi movie, thank God.
It's a modern sci-fi thriller.
Mine because I love the slapstick humor type of humor in there, and I guess there's like a one-off pinball machine supposedly being made of it, but Spaceballs.
Okay.
Kind of science fiction-y.
It's science fiction-y.
Does that count?
Sure.
It counts because it's what
about science, and it's
So Blazing
fake.
Saddles is the best Western ever?
Oh, no doubt.
Of course.
There's no doubt that that's true.
Well, you saw John spelled robot, and
He spelled
then
warning.
And
he got all the letters back again, and then
John, you only need one more for a warning, buddy.
So the next person to get robot is one letter away from lighting super jackpot, thanks to John's hard work. I'm not sure that's the best strategy, but we'll see if it pays off.
That's the truth.
All right, we're going to go for some R's. Come on, be a pirate, John.
R.
Hey, Jake.
That was a weak pirate. Come on, man.
Knock on wood, our
There
tech
it
of
is.
reseating that cable seems to have held up.
The chat room wants you to go for condition red, John.
Okay, how do I do that?
Shoot the green targets, then the yellow
Shoot the
targets,
stand-ups.
then the red targets.
So do high speed.
That seems safe.
Well, shooting targets shooting targets is never dangerous, ever. Oh, that was sweet.
I'll do that again.
Rolling backhands.
I think he's going to do it again. He's going to get it back. Oh, no, he failed that one. But John loves to use that maneuver. That's actually how he got that spinner shot that he got last night. Nice.
All right,
Wow.
on to the yellow ones.
Is that he got the ball to go travel up the flipper, then shot it on the backhand.
Good, good,
That's
good.
oh,
that was phenomenal.
That was beautiful because it was going away. As much as I give John a hard time, he's clearly better than I am, and I just do it just for entertainment value.
John went all Hal on that ball. I cannot let you drain ball.
What are you doing, Dave?
That was a weak post pass.
No, that wasn't a post pass.
I thought you were trying for that rolling backhand again. That one looks a little bit higher up, though.
Yeah, it's getting into the slings is definitely a safe strategy.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? The stand-ups, does it matter which one you hit, or is it just a complete bank, and that's just...
Yeah, it's
Okay.
3 hits, but doesn't matter
So it
which
doesn't
one
matter.
you hit. So.
Okay, so he's got 2 more for red, it looks like.
Now this is really safe, right in the middle of the play field.
Oh, that's easy. He's hitting it on the sides, which
That's smart.
which is much safer. So if he misses this, he really stinks. All right, so condition red.
Oh, no.
So is that ball 2 or is that ball 3?
The ball 2.
That carries over though, right?
Yes.
Okay. And he had the regular multi-ball already.
What stinks is I think you get condition red multi-ball anyways on ball 3, so all of that.
No.
Look, I'm at condition red.
Is it regular multi-ball or condition red multi-ball?
Really?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Sorry
This time
for
it wasn't my fault.
Sorry for being the bearer of bad news, John.
So Evan instructed John to go for condition red multi-ball, even though you do get the pity multi-ball on ball 3. And Chris just started it because he knew.
Hey, Magnet.
That was unfair.
So condition red multi-ball, you shoot the ramp, then you shoot the ramp, then
There we
you
go.
shoot the ramp.
There goes. We're starting Magneto multi-ball.
Yeah, Wolverine.
There we go. Look at that. It's going to start spinning around.
This is really cool, though.
Jailbreak. It's back on. Jailbreak again.
I think it'd be cooler with a 13-ball multi-ball, but, you know.
Yeah, the motor would have to be powered by, like, a Mack truck or something like that. Then it would shoot the balls through the side of the cabinet and out of the game.
Okay, he's got one jackpot, 5 million.
So what is the jackpot on this? Shoot the ramp for the jackpot. Okay. So he has to revert.
Now he also has the targets as well. You see, he has 1 red, 1 green, and 1 yellow.
Chris gets a free game. So can you stack multi-balls in this game at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay, he's finished the greens.
So getting 3 in 1 ball is actually even more impressive then.
Yeah.
All right, so condition, that one's out of the way. He still needs the O and the T for robot.
He nailed that O that time.
Oh. Mysteries again.
Yeah, try the mystery again. Yeah, maybe you'll get a robot.
Oh,
Maybe we'll just get robot. Robot.
Ribbit.
Are there any mystery awards to spot letters?
But it gave robot complete.
Yeah, we saw the fighter one, and we saw a complete robot. We haven't seen the tilt warning one yet, though.
It's in there,
there's
man.
robot.
So I think this is the second robot for Chris.
Yes.
And now's the time to get it. Thanks, John.
One warning letter left.
No problem, man.
No, you have to get it, though.
Don't worry, I'll break this out, and it'll be all for you.
You'll be fine, Chris. You're going to handle it. Don't worry about it. You'll be good.
I'm going to aim for the B. Okay.
And
that wasn't even close. What are you doing? Wow. Did you let John just take over shooting for you on that one shot?
Holy cow.
Chris,
okay. I got my eyes open this time.
What are you going for now? Are you going for what?
For the left O.
What happened? I blacked out.
That's because you were in condition red for blackout.
There's your 10 million. Oh, now you got to go for the ramp because we want to see what's next.
There should be some combos there. Ooh.
Ugh. That's bad.
He's out of control. Disc isn't helping.
You got this.
He gets another, only 8 more pop bumpers till fighter. That's going to take some work.
Come on, get up there.
That's some points.
10 and 20,000 at a time. Oh, he gets another bumper added.
Oh, boy.
That was...
As soon as you nudged it the second time, you knew it was going to happen.
Did he get that warning?
He did not. He did not get warning. All right, Jake. Got to make this happen, man. Shoot lit stuff.
Mystery's lit. Shoot it.
I'm telling you, that's not a pew. That's a gunshot in space. It's not accurate.
Well, that's what pew sounds like without oxygen.
Stop it.
Oh, Jake.
Quit being a scientist for 2 seconds.
It's my job.
I know it is. I don't need help. I don't need help being stupid, okay?
What's your favorite game with a spinning disc? I'm guessing it's Twister.
No, I hate Twister.
Mine is Life. That has the best wheel.
Life.
Come on, it has the best wheel, man.
No, you gotta love Whirlwind, man. It's got 3
No,
spinning
it's
discs.
Life, man. Come on. How about Riverboat Gambler? John likes Riverboat Gambler.
You know, a Life pinball machine. That'd be interesting.
So John played Riverboat Gambler last night and put up 50 million in like 2 balls. And then everybody conceded, went home and cried.
No, it was actually quite the intense game in the end because nobody had more than like 5 million, so...
It was just John being John. John was just saying, you know, ooh, come catch me.
That was not a drop catch.
Well, yeah, you dropped it into the...
Well, it was a drop.
Outlane.
You dropped it, but you didn't want to drop it. I gotcha. All right. Lewis won our game testing tournament last night. Congratulations, Lewis.
Thank you.
Beat me on Godzilla.
Which I thought it was another game with a magnet.
I thought I was knocked out, and I was getting ready to go home, and he goes, "Oh, we're playing Godzilla." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because we only have 3 strikes." I was like, "I guess I'm not done yet."
Yeah.
And then he kicked my butt.
So you had yourself written off, and then you made sure it happened.
It was great, though, because I had 3 strikes after 5 rounds, and then I went like 6 rounds without a strike or something. So.
Yeah, my girlfriend was saying, you were like, "Oh, I'm just going to go home early. I'll be done quick."
I thought it was going to be. I thought my night was going to be short, so didn't work out. So what do we got here? What was that, extra ball?
Condition.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Fred, I think when I won that night and we had that fun game of Capcom Airborne, it was the same way. I hit 3 strikes early and then just reeled off, half dozen in a row.
Oh, come on.
That Capcom Airborne was awful.
Get in your hole.
That was interesting.
Yeah, ball got stuck on the magnet.
It got where it needed to go.
Eventually.
So we're going to shoot the ramp for 5 million.
Yep.
As soon as he gets control of this last ball here.
No, you got the yellow targets off the spinning disc. What happens if you finish all those targets?
you get double jackpots.
You mean 10 million?
Oh, you should definitely go for
I think
that.
you should.
Whole millions.
Oh yeah, go for that. Let that ball goes away.
I mean, stop trapping all the balls
I
off
mean-
Joey Tribbiani there.
I mean, beating Chris is nice, but we want to see double jackpots.
I want to see some. I have a nice setup here because I kind of knew that condition red multi-ball was going to be on ball 3, so I'm trying to get that 25 million and then go for mystery.
That's funny that you knew that it was going to be on ball 3 and John had no idea. And he was just goaded into doing it, which is
Guess
even
what?
better.
John knows it now.
Well, it's ball 3. He did all that work for nothing. He could have been shooting other valuable
Yeah,
shots.
but it looks cooler to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you get this on not ball 3, it looks a lot cooler. But
Well, Lewis, you did it the right way. John was,
And we're worried about looking cool.
So chat thinks that the guy above the right flipper looks like Walt Lannis, local legend here.
local.
I kind of see that, actually.
Okay, that was distracting, but well worth it.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah. Walt Lannis, local pinball player here.
Boom.
I don't know. He did something.
He brought Robot Multi-Ball online.
Got that robot.
So that was all 3 multi-balls in 1 ball. He's still losing, though.
Oh, I'm still losing horribly because I didn't play any of them well.
R.
No.
Oh, but there's the warning.
That's shiny.
All John's hard work can pay off right now.
Oh, boy.
That's
These are all
bullshit.
coming back. That's also coming back.
Should have posted that.
I wouldn't let another one go.
Probably not a good idea.
Come on, backhand that O.
Danger, Will Robinson.
There we go.
There's 20.
Super jackpot.
And once you get it again. And again. Until you're
Oh, yeah,
done.
the warning is flashing and going crazy.
Oh, so unlimited supers? That seems unfair.
A bit.
It's unfair for the person who's watching. The person that's playing, it's
Well,
perfect.
Don't leave one warning letter on the table.
Right, like John did. John screwed up on a number of levels here. That's okay. That's okay. We love John just the same. I will be asking you to autograph my Fishtails in the Lake stand-up.
Just remember, in 2 weeks we play Deadly Weapon. Do you want to get on
Sorry,
John's
guys.
dark side?
I'm calling off sick right now.
Oh, he even gets a center post.
A little help from the flipper.
See,
Oh, no.
What can we shoot on the table? How about that flashing O? We can just keep shooting that for 20 million a shot.
I'd love to
Or
shoot
you could shoot the
flashing O
ramps.
again.
3 more ramps will get you 10 million.
Or one shot will make you 20 million.
One shot will make me very rich.
Come on, Lewis. What are you doing? Shoot the ramp. Or shoot the ramps. man.
Pop bumpers will get you 10,000 each.
Well, we're putting pressure on Lewis to make bad decisions. I like it.
Don't trap
Nice,
up.
nice.
Nobody wants to watch nice controlled play.
Listen, if we wanted to watch somebody not trap up, we'd have Pete Hendricks playing right now. Nice tip over.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Almost off the disc there.
Come on, hit the O. Come on, dude.
Come on. I already had...
It's like
I
the
had 3
Godzilla
in a
shot
row.
last night. It's like the Godzilla shot last night. Come on.
Lewis, hit the T.
Shoot the ramp.
Hit the T with the backhand,
Do
Pete?
something.
Come on.
No, however you need to hit it. Just hit the T.
I tell you, you're making some I was going to say some fantastic saves, and that happened.
Man, it's not like it's the final draw scoop.
So now that you're in jail and you have no progress towards any multi-ball, what do?
Shoot mystery.
It's not lit.
Well, you got to shoot to light it, which is what I'm trying to do with the B shot. But I keep missing.
We'll stop doing that.
I think you should go for condition red.
Lewis,
That's what the chat room wants.
Condition red.
Missing's not good for TV. There we
Missing
go.
is not good
All right,
for
so
TV.
mystery is lit. This is going to be the tilt warning one. Watch. Because he's going to need it, because after he bricked that shot, he's going to need as many tilt warnings as he possibly can get.
Will I rage tilt it away?
Come on.
Pinch.
Tilt warning. Tilt warning.
Ah,
Come on.
3 million.
I'm
3,000. It's the
I'm
same
beginning not to
thing.
believe this
There's
award
a tilt warning.
exists.
Trust me, it's in there. It's in
I
there.
think I've seen it, but I'd rather get it on stream.
Well, then keep shooting the B and then the mystery. That's all your mission is now.
Yeah,
Shoot the B.
my prime directive.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Until we lose all our viewers.
Come on, bonus X. Yay!
Okay, now you
The
gotta
whole
shoot
2x.
shoot the B
Look
again.
at
That's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
was
wondering.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, that, I didn't think about that, actually.
That's why I'm trying to get that tilt warning.
I get that tilt warning, it makes it harder.
That's right.
All right, and he's got the backhand of the bead now.
See, Lewis has got this right.
Yeah, this
is
going to
be my strategy.
Is B for boring, unfortunately.
That's right. It is a boring one. That's okay, though.
No!
3,000.
Give me them bonus X.
I'm just messing it up here. It's not 3 million. It's 3,000.
I wish it was just 3.
Should just straight give you 3.
3 points.
Thank you, Belt Sander, for almost throwing a ball down the sender.
Come on. Come on. I want to see that. It did happen today. I'm not lying.
Come on, where is it?
I would lie about
There's a reason why certain games are terrible
10
for tournaments.
million. Okay.
And that wasn't part of the cadence there, so it's in there.
So what is it? Just 3 million alternates with something else?
I don't know. I didn't see 10 million come up on a screen at all.
Chris had 3 millions in a row, so.
I'm going to let that settle. We're going to shoot some mystery.
So we had Chris, do the Addams Family magnet until it melted, and that became a rule. And then the shooting the mystery became a rule probably, too. All right, come on. Where's it at?
X. Oh.
Come on.
3 million. Where's the fun awards?
When does it get bored and just start giving you nothing?
Gives you the Yo Gabba Gabba award.
The Yo Gabba Gabba honorary
I mean, we're
award.
trying to increase the value of this game for potential sellers. We're not helping.
No.
What are you, somebody here own one of these? Somebody have a horse in the race that I don't know about?
I think Schwabi's got one.
Matt Schwab has one here.
Ah.
We're babysitting it right now.
Babysitting it for,
It'll be a replay.
Nice.
It was there last year. I think we actually used the one in the tournament last year.
I think they both should be in the same bank.
Just play back-to-back Lost in Space games?
That's right.
What else would be in that bank?
That isn't how it works.
Listen, we want Pinball to be fun and entertain. Oh my gosh!
Thank you, Post.
Lewis conceded and didn't have to concede, so continue to shoot the scoop. I like it.
Continue to shoot that X. X!
Oh
Yes!
my god!
I don't think this exists.
It does. I'm telling you.
I think you've been watching way too much Yo Gabba Gabba.
No, not enough.
Not enough.
Only one more for green.
Nope. Okay. Let's shoot that green. What the heck? Something new. Green.
Little DJ Lance action.
DJ Lance is pretty awesome. I actually like the Aquabats on there. The Aquabats perform on there. If you've never seen the Aquabats, Google them. They're pretty entertaining.
No, I like the interlude to the cartoon. What is it? Super Martian Robot Girl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hilarious.
I forgot about that.
Now he's trying different approaches.
It's like
to
a catchy little tune too.
All those things are based to make parents go insane.
Of course. Kids are entertained. Parents go insane. Isn't that just what cartoons are right now? Especially the young kids ones?
Adult Swim cartoons.
X. Oh.
Okay, the tilt warning has disappeared. Somebody changed the code. I don't know what happened.
All right,
You have to use a tilt warning?
Get a danger.
I'll get a backhand.
Yeah, you might be onto something. If he hasn't used the tilt warning, it might not give you one.
What is this? Not like Jersey Jacks where you get one for free?
Nope.
No, you got to shake the machine now.
The chat room wants you to get a tilt warning.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
All right.
There, I got a danger.
All right, so now you know what to do. Now you're gonna drain really quickly.
I'm gonna tilt. That's gonna happen.
No, you're not. You're not gonna tilt. You're gonna live.
I'm gonna live.
Okay, one more for condition yellow.
There we go.
And then when you brick the O shot, you can hit red. And
all right, so here we go.
Well, we're gonna get a multi-ball in the meantime.
Nobody wants to watch that.
I know. Who wants multi-ball, man? This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is.
Let this go. We don't have time for this.
All right. I'll just. I don't know.
I think it's Tuesday.
Oh, I have to get up for work at 6. All right, let's shoot some lasers. Some more lasers. Let's get one of these.
That's enough lasers.
All right, let's get one of these at least trapped up. Oh, come on.
I think you should have shot that ball into the other one just so it'll drain.
PD, did you seriously just say that's enough lasers?
Yes.
I don't think that's a thing.
In Lost in Space Pinball, it is.
Well,
there we go. Oh,
he gets
all right,
that back too.
Goodbye.
Okay, so your mystery
that
should be
mystery.
lit. Your mystery should be lit. Okay, your mystery is lit, and you missed.
Of course.
Don't do that.
Nice.
There we go. There we go. There it is. Let's see if it's in here.
Warning.
Oh, we're up to 5.
If it's not in here and I just got bamboozled into taking a danger.
Well, once again, you listen to us. That's your first mistake.
What happens if you get...
What if you get another danger?
No.
I know. You get saved 2 tilt warnings. I like it.
2 tilt warnings.
I like the thought. I like it.
No.
Now the question is, did I use one without knowing, and would that tilt me?
I don't know. Did you?
Check the instant information. It's got to be in there.
Okay, here it's going to come up here right
There's
here.
got to be like a
all right, fine.
wiki or something on this game to prove.
No, we can't use wiki. The internet.
We gotta do science.
No internet for this stuff. You have to find out real time.
Nope, we got nothing.
And the ball bonus is 2 million.
But
That's very impressive.
We can get that X.
Hurry up.
Shoot a robot.
This is different.
I'm gonna shoot that robot.
10 million.
Oh no!
And that
but
did
the robot.
The game.
But the robot.
The game wanted you to shoot the robot because it was tired of you shooting the scoop.
Oh, that's boom.
It does multiply. And that's what you do when you get 3 multi-balls. You play really boring.
All right, John, let's get that multi-ball because you worked really hard for it.
I don't know. Lewis showed us everything. Do we?
I think John should just go for mystery.
There's nothing left to show. He just did everything.
John
nice
really
job.
You worked
he
really
didn't,
hard.
John. He did not prove that you can get a tilt warning on the mystery.
It's in there, John. You got to do it. You got to shoot the scoop 100 times.
I want to get that conditioned red multi-ball I worked for.
So shoot the mystery and just start it. Start it the easy way. Or start fighter.
Start the other multi-ball.
All right. Come on, Magneto. Yeah, that's right, Magneto. Good job. Blow fuse. Oh.
There's really nothing to commentate on. That's why we got silence here. There's nothing to say.
I'm reading the chat room, and I'm
laughing.
The chat room wants you to shoot ramps.
Well, so does the DMD.
Well, if the chat room wants you to shoot ramps, then I guess you know what you got to do, John.
Yeah.
I shot a ramp.
You got to shoot lots of ramps. Whatever the chat says you have to do. Keep shooting that O.
How big does this jackpot get?
The whole ramp, John, not half the ramp.
Or the third of a ramp.
Whoa.
Pew.
That's gone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, his rank got up to
backhand,
15 million. And a
Backhand.
backhand.
Yeah, that was impressive.
All right. So now what?
He blew his condition red, I guess.
I think you should go for, I don't know. We should just pack it up and go home.
So is that a thing?
That's pretty, like Lewis showed you everything there is to know about this game.
So wait a minute. He had condition red ready to start the ball and took a different multi-ball, and now
that's
condition red's gone.
No, I started condition red.
Oh, yeah, he did. You need to get robot and fighter. I think you were close to fighter. Go shoot some bees. Try to get the 3 in 1. Hey, I know Lewis did it, but...
How about if I just shats until I drain?
They'll take care of that for us.
Hey, we got the Dr. Smith bonus. What a way to close.
Until I drained. All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on PAPAtv Live. We are happy you can tune in. We look forward to seeing you at the... Go ahead, Lewis.
don't mind John trying to close out the show,
Don't mind
Lewis.
the initials quick.
We'll wait. No problem.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, John.
Don't be sorry, Lewis.
Oh, by the way, I did look it up. You get a warning. Letter.
Not a tilt warning, a warning letter.
Oh, warning letter.
So we spent 20 minutes watching you shoot mystery because of a Fred Wild goose chase.
That makes perfect sense.
right.
Makes perfect
This
sense.
makes
right.
sense to
That makes
everybody.
perfect sense, man. Don't listen to Fred. That's the whole trick here.
Hey, we got #1 pilot out of it.
Bo and Karen's welcome to the chat. A little too late. Yes, it's over.
See, Bowen could have told us there was no warning. He could have saved us a lot of time.
Information that would have been useful 20 minutes ago.
Nah, that was fun.
Is that a Yo Gabba Gabba character?
I think so.
It might be.
Anyways,
mouse face.
We'd like to encourage you guys to tune in and watch our coverage of the New York
City Pinball Championships.
Thank you, Fred.
You got it, John. That's what I'm here for, buddy.
And we'll be doing broadcasts of the women's tournament on Saturday evening, and we will also be broadcasting the finals on Sunday up there in New York. And thanks for tuning in, and happy flipping.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.